Congress getting back to work on tax cuts tomorrow. The Senate narrowly passed the most sweeping changes to your taxes in decades, but there are still many differences to reconcile as the House and Senate head to conference committee.
So will they be able to deliver that Christmas present? Let's ask GOP Congressman and House Majority Whip Steve Scalise. Congressman, thanks for being here.
Morning.
Always great to see you. I hope your recovery continues to go well. Obviously, you've still been working hard, and you guys will continue to work hard because it's going to a conference committee. What are the key items that the House is going to be focused on delivering?
Well, first, good to be with you. The biggest things are to lower tax rates for families, to make our country competitive again. And look, I don't think anybody can overstate how important it is that when we cut the corporate rate, right now we have the highest corporate rate in the industrialized world, and it's killing jobs. We see thousands of jobs move overseas every year with big companies moving to Ireland, Canada. We're going to finally stop that and reverse that trend and bring those jobs back home to America. So if you look at the House and Senate bill, both of us are pretty close on that. There are some areas where we disagree. I would like to see a full repeal of the death tax. That's something that really hurts small businesses. It's probably the most unfair tax in the code. Streamlining and simplifying the code is so important. In our bill, over 90% of Americans will actually be able to do their taxes on a postcard. So when you look at the differences, they're not that big, but there are some key significant differences that the House and Senate need to work out. We're going to vote Monday to go to conference committee. I'm glad that the Senate passed a bill. Now let's get the differences worked out and get that on President Trump's desk by Christmas.
Congressman, I want to ask you a quick question. We all know you just went through yourself a horrific health scare. Beyond that, I mean, this was just a tragic situation, and you've come back so strong. When you look at the medical deductions, that the House version, as I recall, wants to eliminate that deduction. The Senate wants to expand it temporarily for 2 years. Do you think that you can really eliminate that when there are people around the country struggling with medical costs?
Well, we're going to look at that, but one thing you've got to keep in mind, in our bill, we actually double the standard deduction. So right now it's at $12,000 for a family. We go up to $24,000 for a family. That's going to cover a lot of people's medical expenses. Again, we're going to look at all these other differences in conference, but doubling the standard deduction, and we have a family tax credit in addition to other things. We reinstated the adoption tax credit. A lot of those things are going to help middle-class families who have been struggling, who haven't seen wage growth in a long time. Not only under our bill is the average family going to get over $1,200 a year back in their pockets from tax cuts, they're also going to see wage growth. Estimates are about $2,500 a family in wage growth that we're going to see just by getting the economy moving again.
Congressman, how about the repeal of the individual mandate in Obamacare? It was in the Senate version, not in the House version. Will we see it in the reconciled?
I think that's going to be a real important point of discussion. I would surely like to see not only the individual mandate repealed, but we need to continue moving and repeal and replace Obamacare like we passed in the House. President Trump has been really supportive of this because he sees how families are struggling under dramatically increased costs for health care because of Obamacare and the fewer choices that people have. In fact, in many states, you're seeing where nobody's going to provide insurance under Obamacare. Companies won't even write policies.
Congressman,
We need to continue working on that.
Last question. We got 30 seconds. Are people going to get this by Christmas? Are you going to get it done, or is there going to be a lump of coal in the stocking?
We're going to get this for Christmas. Look, it's been a lump of coal for 8 years under Obama. We finally have a great president, President Trump, who wants to get the economy moving again and wants to provide real relief for middle-class families who are struggling. This bill delivers. It'll be a great Christmas present, and you're going to see this economy take off next year, be the best New Year's resolution we can have.
And the best Christmas present, actually, is you back healthy with your family. We're happy for that, and everybody should be thankful all across the country.
We are blessed. I appreciate all the prayers, and just lucky to be alive and really looking forward to a great Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Congressman. Thanks a lot.